Hey, I'm Jarrod and welcome to the Landis Look, where we take an inside look at the world of real estate. So this week we thought it'd be fun if I shared my story of when I bought my first home, and if you guys could click in the link below and share yours as well. So I had just graduated from college and Justin hired me full time, and I was super excited because I wanted to invest in real estate as soon as possible and buy my first home. I'd been saving before I got my job, but it took me a few extra months of working full time to get the money saved up, and then I started my house hunt. I went out and I found a great house, and granted this was like 2010, so a little bit of a different market, and I made an offer on a bank-owned home and I didn't get it, and I was super bummed, and I kind of like stewed in that for probably like 2 or 3 weeks, and I was even more disappointed when I found out that the winning bid was actually less money than me. So while I kind of regrouped and was gonna restart the house hunt for myself again, and this was a few weeks later, and my roommate at the time gave me a call, and he said, "Hey man, we got a little bit of a situation. Someone just knocked on our door. They said they work with Fannie Mae and that our landlord got foreclosed on and they own the home now." I was like, what? And so didn't know what to do. So I rushed home, I got the card, I called her, and she sounded legit, but I was 22 or 23, so I didn't really know. I called my landlord, and his response was pretty hilarious. He was like, what is this? I can't believe this. I'm gonna call my lawyer and I'm gonna call you right back. It's been about 10 years and I haven't ever talked to him again. Anyway, so I called the Fannie Mae rep and she said, all right, you have a couple of options. Option one is you can finish out the remainder of your lease. This was a problem in my head. I was like, this is a problem because we don't have a lease. We're month to month on a handshake agreement. Option two is what she said, they used to call it cash for keys. So basically if you can get out in 2 weeks and the house is clean, we'll give you some cash and you can get on your way. But I was super bummed because I didn't want to move twice. I still wanted to buy a house. And so I said, well, is there anything else we can do? And she's like, well, we are going to put the house on the market. So if one of you guys wanted to buy it, you could do that. And I was like, oh man, this is awesome. Like, fell right in my lap. Now I try not to act too excited because I didn't know what the price was going to be. I wanted, to play hardball a little bit, but I think she could tell that I was excited. And so that was my story. I ended up buying the house that I'd rented for the previous 2 years. And the process was really interesting. They had to come up with a price. I negotiated straight with her. I instantly regretted all of the things I did not do to take care of the house well, because the day after I closed, I immediately realized like, oh, a lot of these problems are things that I could have prevented a while ago. But yeah, so I negotiated a contract, even got them to put a new roof on, which at the time I was super excited about. I kept my roommates, so they covered some of my mortgage, which was really great. And then yeah, about 6 weeks later, I signed papers and drove right back to my house and didn't move anything and just kept living in the same place. So it's kind of weird in that respect, but it was actually really great because didn't have to move, and now, it literally just fell in my lap. So that's the story of my first home purchase. And the great thing is it turned out to be one of the best investments that I've made. So we'd love to hear your story. If you could, again, click in the link below and share it in any form, we'd love to hear from you.